and the greatest.
What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Vici, and as you guys can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about my story. Now, I've made a video about this in the past, however, it's been quite some time and I have a lot of new subscribers, so I just feel like I need to do it again. Now, I will say right now my allergies are acting up extremely bad. I can barely see out my left eye. It's so watery. And my nose is like, I gotta take my medicine after this. But, basically, before we go into the whole details, it is a long video. It's about 11 minutes long, and I do apologize for that. But, it's kind of a long story as well. So, the gameplay you're watching is Kill Confirmed. I tried to get an entertaining gameplay for you guys because I really want you to watch the whole way. If you can, if you can't, I understand. But this story is pretty interesting. It's kind of how I came to be the man I am today. It's kind of shaped and formed my life. And also in a way, ironically, you'll understand later, it kind of made me the better COD player. So let me get into the story. So, I was at Dunham. Y'all probably heard me talk about multiple schools in other videos. I've been to 3 schools my whole life. Sacred Heart for like kindergarten through 6th grade, then 6th grade through freshman year at Dunham, and then I finished out my high school career at Christian Life. Now, with that being said, this all started while I was at Dunham. So, if you guys don't know, I wasn't always like a gamer. Well, I've always played video games like every guy has, but I was never this like, you know, try hard, just grind it out gamer that I am now. And I used to be a very, and still am actually, well, not as good anymore, but I was a very good athlete. I played basketball and soccer. I excelled in basketball. That was my better sport. I'm not going to say I was good, but I was very decent. I never want to say I'm good at anything unless I truly believe I'm like one of the best. So I was very decent. I was above average, and I was good. Like I started varsity freshman year, which was a really big deal. And so freshman year starts, right? Summer league, played in that. And in the off season we have to work out. So we're working out one day, and all of a sudden we're doing, I think it was sit-ups, and I had 45-pound dumbbells in each hand, and I did a sit-up and I felt a pop in my abdomen and it hurt like a bitch. I thought I popped something. Went over to our trainer who at Dunham, he actually is a former NFL trainer. He trained with the Atlanta Falcons, Browns, and Panthers. But so I went to Coach Jorgensen and I said, hey, I think I pulled something. He told me, you know what, just take a break, lay low for the rest of the day. So I did. I didn't work. I mean, I continued to work out, just never that, because it was always tender, but never agonizing. So school starts up 2 weeks after I hurt myself, or about a week after, and it's a Sunday. Been through the first week of school. Sunday night, I have this agonizing pain in my bottom right abdomen area, kind of by the pelvic region, and my mom, she's a nurse, so she assumed it was appendicitis. She thought maybe my appendix was inflamed and you had to go to the hospital, get it removed. It's a pretty common thing. I'm sure you guys know that. So I go to the hospital. We go to the hospital. And I get there. They run lab work. They even stuck a finger up my ass. Not even going to lie, y'all. Shit sucked. But it came back and it said, you know, the doc said, you don't have appendicitis. Oh, and he said, even though you don't have it, I still want to set you up to meet with a surgeon, so I can, you know, so she can really see and get a second opinion on the situation. Now, the surgeon said she's a surgeon, so like she likes to cut things open, obviously, but she said she didn't want to go in there not knowing 100% if it was true, because she doesn't want to go in there and not cut anything. If she goes in there, she's taking it out. So, my mom was like, okay, don't worry about it. And then the pain continued. I went back to school one day. It got so bad. I started crying in class. It was just agonizing. And also, worst part about that, when I was like crying and in such awful pain, my Bible teacher wouldn't even let me leave the classroom. I was like raising my hand to leave, so I just straight up freaking left because she was just being oblivious, being a stupid bitch. I hated that woman too. So get it diagnosed by another doctor. Dr. Alberti was his name. He's a gastrointestinal doctor or physician, and he diagnosed me with lateral cutaneous nerve entrapment. And what that is when I tore my muscle, the nerve, there was so much damage and commotion, the nerve fell inside of the tear. The tear then healed up, entrapping the nerve between muscle layers, so pinching it 24/7. Every movement I made, nerve pain. Now, if you guys don't know, nerve pain is the worst pain. It's just excruciating. It's different than like a bruise and just like aches. It's way different. It's probably the most sensitive pain there is in my book. So he subscribed me this medicine. I forgot what it was called. And what was it called? Neurontin. It's a nerve stimulator, or a nerve. I forgot what it's called. It's not a narcotic. It wasn't a painkiller. All it did was make me drowsy. I felt like a zombie, and all I could do, like, it made me very hungry. I put on a ton of weight. I weighed like my highest weight when I was sick was 245. I now weigh 211. But this summer I got down to 190, and I've just put on weight from college, But I'll get back down to my, usual weight in no time. I'm not worried about that anymore. So he diagnosed me, gave me that medicine. Pain continued. So eventually we decided, we got to do something about this. Started getting nerve blocks. I had probably 25 nerve blocks, guys, which is lidocaine and a steroid injected directly on the site of the pain. Those lasted about 2 weeks to 1 week, or 1 week to 2 weeks of pain freeness, and then the pain would come straight back. So eventually got to a point, we can't just keep doing this anymore. So me and my mom, we tried experimental stuff called prolotherapy. You guys can look that up if you want to know what it is. It was experimental, not covered by obviously insurance, so my parents paid like, I think it was like $2,000 a visit. I'm fortunate though because my parents do very well, so it wasn't like a financial burden. So then after that, it still wasn't better. My mom was like, we got to go to somewhere. So my mom was looking, we were going to go to the Netherlands, but then something happened with their government stuff, so we decided to go to the Cleveland Clinic, and they had this experimental treatment where they would pump lidocaine into the area to relieve the pain. We get there, they say, yeah, we can't do that anymore. We're just going to give you a tap block, which is a spinal tap. I've had one before. Literally did nothing. So very, very upsetting. My mom was sad. She was crying on the plane home because we literally traveled all this way and the doctors couldn't even help us. So we get back, and my doctor, Dr. Jihad, the guy who's been with me through the whole thing, the man is like a god to me. Like, he's just so awesome. He did the unthinkable. He is an adult doctor, okay? He's not a pediatric doctor. He took my case and he helped me out, and he, in January of 2015, installed a nerve stimulator in my abdomen, of 2014 I mean, and I have been 2 years pain-free because of that man, and because of that implant. And during this time while I was sick, I couldn't really socialize. I didn't even go to school. I did online school. So when I say I didn't go to high school, I literally didn't. I probably went for a total of 100 days out of who knows how many days. I think like 500 total. Like, that's absurd. And all I could really do was play Xbox. That was my way of communicating with friends and stuff, and cousins. So that's in a sense why I became such a good COD player. I know that sounds strange, but it's true because it allowed me to practice. But now I'm obviously fully healthy. I've made a full recovery, and life is good. Although I do have exams coming up, life is awesome. And yeah, I just wanted you guys to understand like where I come from when I talk about in my videos, like when I was sick or reflect back on stuff, and I mention when I was sick. A lot of you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want y'all thinking I have had cancer. None of that. It wasn't that serious. I mean, it was serious, but it wasn't cancer serious. I am in medical books now, and it's pretty cool. But it's all over now, guys, and I'm all better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. It has been your boy Vici, and I'm out. Peace.
One shot, one kill. Won't even hear it coming.